2008, an eventful year for entertainment. Grand Theft Auto 4 and Smash Bros. Brawl were released, the 8th episode of Madness Combat as well, and several horror films, including Cloverfield, The Midnight Meat Train, superhero movie, and the topic of conversation today, Midnight Movie. Midnight Movie is director Jack Messett's first and only director credit. However, he does have many camera operator credits, doing work for many different TV shows, including Blackish, Mixedish, Chicago Fire, Scandal, Bones, and a couple others. The film had two versions released. The one I saw and own is the second version, released in 2011, which is known as Midnight Movie Killer Cut, which simply includes better sound and digital effects and some new scenes. So is the film golden or is it fool's gold? Well, let's discuss, but also minor spoilers ahead. Starting with the characters, I believe that they are the weakest part of the film. Some of them are generic stereotype characters, but there are a few memorable ones. The main character, Bridget, and her brother Timmy have a good relationship with each other. Due to both of them coming from an abusive household, they have formed a bond stronger than most siblings, and it's good to see. There's also the biker character Harley, who is memorable for being different from the rest of the quote teenage cast, as well as having some decent development before his death. The most memorable character, however, is the killer Radford, mainly because of his design and supernatural abilities. Wearing dirty overalls with a mask made of cloth and a human skull, and having a knife in the shape of a corkscrew, Radford definitely has a unique design. To me, it looks like his outfit is inspired by characters or elements from the Texas Chainsaw franchise, and his mask is inspired by the character Mr. Grimm from Twisted Metal Black. No real info is mentioned about why he looks the way he does. As for his weapon, it's strange. I understand needing it to be unique to distinguish his character from other horror antagonists, but the design seems kinda impractical, but hey, it's effective when it comes to murder. The practical effects for the kills are pretty good. We have the normal slashes and stabs, but the more unique variations of those slashes and stabs are done wonderfully. The digital effects are decent as well, comparing the two versions of our movie. The addition of enhanced effects helps increase the supernatural element of the killer. Our killer Radford, last name unknown, is the writer, producer, and director of a film from the 1970s where he also played the killer. It is rumored that he killed the other actors in the movie, but nothing is confirmed. However, due to him going insane, he probably did. Fast forward 40 years later, give or take a few, Radford is in the nut house, and a doctor who isn't even technically his doctor shows him the movie that he created in hopes that it'll help him. Instead, he does some weird cult magic stuff with his blood, and he kills everyone in the asylum with the exception of his actual doctor, who wasn't at the hospital during the massacre. 5 years later, the same movie is being shown at a local theater, where Radford returns to kill everyone. Turns out the blood ritual allowed him to travel between the film and the real world, where it is shown that his power is based on fear, meaning he not only targets people who feel fear, he can sense it and only attack those who are afraid. Weirdly enough, there are some loopholes to his abilities where you don't even need to be afraid of him to be attacked, just afraid in general. I definitely recommend you watch this for yourself. As a short review by an amateur horror themed YouTuber, doesn't do it justice. Despite the low budget, it's still a great slasher film that can be enjoyed if you're into them as much as I am. 4 out of 5 is the rating I give it. And let me know if you enjoyed today's feature presentation in the comments. And also give me some horror related topics or movies that you'd like to see me discuss in the future, as my brain is extremely limited in the ability to create good video ideas or create good videos. If you would be kind enough to like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. But bye for now, and whatever comes next will come next, I suppose.